Namaste to everyone. We hope all of you are well. We hope all of you are good. So today, through this opportunity, through this live session, we are gonna practice Om meditation. So let's begin it. You can do it if you are in your home, and if you are watching from outside, you can listen, you can share in your any social platform to help the others, and let's begin it. So before we start it, let's pray and let's take the blessings of our masters, our divine masters, who helped us to understood these yoga practices, who helped us through writing yogic scriptures, writing yogic texts, so that we can too live every second of this life in peace, in bliss, in true health. Therefore, we can share that teachings with others. So that's the only purpose of this session, to share these ancient teachings with all of you, for all of you well-being. So we would like to chant one Om and Guru Mantra for taking the blessings of our Gurus, who are divine being in themselves, enlightened and realized beings. So we would like to close our eyes. We will give ourselves few seconds to let go all the desires, all the fear, all the expectations, and letting the mind just be aware of this present activity, present reality in which we are. Now we will take a deep breath in, out. अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनः शलाकाया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। We bow down to the lotus feet of our realized master, realized yogis, for introducing us to this yoga teaching, so that we can too realize our true self, and we can too liberate and attain moksha in this life, so that we can too go beyond the cycle of pain and pleasure, to go beyond the cycle of constant fear of death and birth. so that we can live universal life. We bow down to all the masters, to all the gurus for making these teachings available for all of us. So we are practicing Om meditation. So in this practice, we will chant Om and we will keep the mind into this Om sound vibration. If our mind goes here and there, we will bring it back so that we can connect with this divine energy, so that all the desires, unnecessary desires in which this mind is traveling, they can dissolve, they can calm down, and we can bring mind into the present reality, and we can experience this divine power of this Om universal mantra. So for this purpose we will be practicing it, and after the practice we will be talking a little bit about Om and little bit about meditation. Om is in everything. It is sound of the universe. It is in every particle, just like consciousness. It is the sound vibration of the consciousness. So when there is silence within and around, when there are no thoughts within the mind, we can experience the sound vibration. It is everywhere, just like consciousness. In the state of the samadhi, yogi experiences this universal mantra sound vibration, Om. So it is everywhere, just like consciousness. Consciousness, it is inside us, outside us, it is everywhere. It is thoughtless sound, it is timeless, spaceless. So let's bring our mind into it and let free this mind. Let's free ourselves, this inner being, inner consciousness, from all the unnecessary desires and the false perspective. So sit comfortable wherever you are, and if you are not in your home, not in the place where you can practice it, you can just watch it and you can experience this power just by listening. And if you are in suitable place to practice it, so let's just practice. Sit comfortable. Close your eyes. You can erect the spine as the comfort. Relax the shoulder. Place both palms in the lap, over the lap. Dhyan mudra, chin mudra, gyan mudra. If we don't know any mudra, we can just simply place our both palms over the knees in comfortable position. The purpose is just the comfort of the posture. Losing the forehead, losing all the muscles of this physical body. Completely surrendering this physical body. Surrender this physical body. From head to toes, toes to head. Surrender every small particle of this body. Let the all muscles loosen up. let the muscles of the head completely relax, loosen up. Let rest of the muscles loosen up, surrender. Completely surrender body from head to toes. No contraction, no control, just surrender. Surrender your breath, let it flows as it flows. Surrender all the expectations, all the desires. And just for a few minutes, let your mind be aware of the surrender body, this still body, the surrender head, surrender prana. Give up all the desires and let the mind just be aware of this whole surrender body. Let the mind become one-pointed ekagra to the present reality. Now as our breath is calmed down than before, as the body is relaxed, the whole head relaxed, all muscles are loosened up, and mind is present than before, let's begin the Om chanting. So again, close your eyes. So make sure to chant the Om in or with the outward breath, and once the Om chant is over, then take the inward breath and chanting it with the outward breath. So we will chant the Om with the outward breath, and after completing the chant, again taking the breath in, then chanting again with the outward breath. And how we should chant it, there are 3 letters, A, U, M, or in Hindi it is Om, in Sanskrit it is Om. So this is Roman script. So how do we chant it? O we chant together, and M we chant with the closed mouth. That this Om is chanted. There are 3 letters, 2 are together, O, and 1 is separate, Ma. So O we chant with open mouth, and Ma we chant with the closed mouth, and with closed mouth, with Ma we create the vibration. So we will be chanting like this. Take a deep breath in and out. Let's begin. So now we will be chanting the final chant to complete this session. So fold both palms front of the heart and take a deep breath in. Give yourself some moments to experience this divine vibration over your whole head, in your muscles, in the cells. Experience it in rest of the body. And let's complete this session by chanting Om 3 times followed by 3 Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thanking the God, thanking the Divine Being, thanking the universe, thanking to, in whichever name we believe, in whichever form we believe, for giving us this human life, human breath, human body, which is capable to reach the nirvana, which is capable to realize its source unlike the other bodies. Therefore, it is our responsibility to liberate us in this life. Therefore, it is our responsibility to live a healthy, peaceful, balanced life and share this important teachings with the society. Be grateful to your brothers, sisters for supporting you and standing next by you, people around you for all the experiences, for the food, shelter, clothes. Above all, we are alive and nothing can be more precious than this. Nothing can be more than this. Make commitment within the self to continuously making efforts, not coming back due to fear. It should be our responsibility to keep our thinking positive and continuously making efforts, and failure is the part of the life, and so that through this positive state of mind we can ultimately realize, we can ultimately experience our true self. So we did the Om meditation, and we can repeat again. So whenever we chant Om, there are 3 letters, A-U-M. This is Roman script. In Hindi, there are 3 letters, but Om is chanted O with open mouth and Ma, M with closed mouth. That's how the Om is chanted. It is inside every particle of this physical being. It is inside every particle of this universe. So we know it. It is within us. This is all about the practice we do, and we will be able to chant it properly, we will be able to connect it. All is practice. It is very powerful mantra. It is about going back to the source. It is about letting every cell of this physical body experience that permanent bliss, permanent peace. It is about making the mind disciplined so that with this ekagra state of mind, we can let it dissolve into its source through this meditation practice. So mantra is very, very powerful. All we need is continuous practice and not letting our mind to escape from this practice. We can practice it in the morning. 15-20 minutes, half an hour is super enough. If we can do more than this, there is no harm with the practice. But at least 15 minutes of chant should be. We can do it before going into bed. We can do it after lunch. It helps the prana to flows properly throughout the body, through the cell. And then immediately after chanting this Om 15 minutes, 20 minutes, you will see how many blocks are unblocked in this physical being. The first example, we will feel the both nostrils better functioning and open. So it's all about the practice and not letting the mind skip the practice. There are the 2 things. If we do it properly with the single practice, we can grow very rapidly on this yogic path. We can heal our every cell. So it's all about practice. First is practice. Second, not letting the mind to go for personal desire, to skip this important responsibility towards the physical being, toward the mental being. Every cell wants to have permanent peace and permanent bliss. This Karan Sharif doesn't want to experience illusionary, impermanent suffering. Sometimes it comes with pleasure, sometimes it comes with pain. So our mind wants liberation. Every cell of this body wants liberation. And it can be done only by bringing the mind in ekagra sthiti, by bringing the mind in one pointed sthiti, so that that mind can dissolve in its source. And it happens naturally once we come into the ekagra sthiti. So that's the purpose of the mind. These are the objects on which we are required to fix our mind. And once the mind is fixed, once there is continuous ekagra sthiti, this mind will dissolve itself into the source, into the universal consciousness inside us, the source of the mind, the source of everything. And thereafter, every cell of our body will experience that permanent bliss, permanent peace and joy, happiness. It is not able to express this thing into the words. It is the experiential thing. So bringing the mind through these practices to the single object of the practice, and letting the mind and the sense which holds the mind into the practice to dissolve into the object consciousness and the subject consciousness, the inner being, this universal consciousness inside us, our real true self, but not this ego and the information which we have gathered through the senses, which have made us separate from everything, and we are not able to see things as they are. So that's the purpose of the meditation, to free the center mind, ego. What is the main mind? What is the center mind? It is ego. Why we are suffering? Because of this ego. Because of this continuous personal desire in every desire. If there won't be personal desire, if there won't be ego in all our desires, then there is no loss and there is no gain. Why the things hurt us? Because of this individual identity behind every desire. Because in every desire there is I. So that I is the center mind, that's the center mind. And rest of the desires are its faculties. And the buddhi, right knowledge, which supports it, which supports us when we go and attempt something wrong. These all are its this ego faculties, and it lives in all these faculties, and we are continuously suffering because of this I. So if you take 5 minutes and consider what is behind the every desire, you will find this I. I didn't get it, I'm suffering. I should get it, I'm suffering. I have gotten it, I'm happy, but in the next moment, some another expectation is not fulfilled, another desire is not fulfilled. Again, this I is sad. So, this practice's purpose to dissolve this I, to dissolve the center mind into the source of it through this ancient practices, so that we can liberate, we can see things as they are through the inner eyes. So that's the concept of all these teachings. There is something wonderful. If you can practice, you will find no problem. Most of the problems will solve ASAP. Stop fulfilling your desires. If your mind see a restaurant and it says, okay, let's go and have noodles, very tasty noodles, do not let your mind, do not let this I, do not let this desire be fulfilled. If we stop our personal desires and we will just devote to our duties, to our responsibilities, like waking up at 4 o'clock, rising up early in the morning is our responsibility. Sleeping in the evening around 8, 9, 10, it is our responsibility. Not waking up late night, it is our responsibility. Feeding this body food according to its requirement, it is our responsibility. So just doing the responsibilities and escaping from personal desires. For example, new iPhone comes in the market. It attracts us and we buy it. Our mind attracts us to the new clothes and we buy it. And we are so much, into this false desires, illusionary vision. So we have to eliminate all these I desires, and we have to indulge ourselves into our duties, into our responsibilities. And you will immediately within a week will find great result just by not letting this ego, this I, to get into every desire. Instead, just fulfilling the responsibility, taking care of the parents, taking care of the people around, taking care of your work, your current responsibilities. If you have child, taking care of the child, taking care of the body, not letting it go into the trash food, giving it healthy food. So just fulfill the responsibility, duties, but not the personal desires. When mind goes to personal desire, bring it back, kill that desire. Just do your duties, your responsibilities. Immediately within a week, a lot of problems will solve. Thank you so much for listening. We wish you all a wonderful time. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep practicing yoga. Support the nature. Do not destruct or cut any tree, especially very big trees. They take so much time to grow. So do not do it. Plant trees, small, big, no matter what. And thank you so much for listening. Wish you a wonderful time. Namaste. Thank you.